Steve, what happened at halftime that led to such a good defensive performance in the third quarter? You guys forced 9 turnovers, held them to 21 points, and got back in the game.
Yeah, more activity. Randall was putting so much pressure on us in the half court and the full court. We were defensively too stagnant, sitting and watching him, and it was comfortable for them. They were all comfortable making shots, so we tried to speed it up. We tried to show more support. We tried to, throw in the odd double team or blitz and just up the pace at that end and try to make them uncomfortable. So our guys played harder and in the second half and held them to 45 points, which was considerable considering their first half outage.
Malika Andrews with ESPN.
Hey, Steve. What happened with James, and kind of what do you know now about what was bugging him, and where you guys go?
Very similar to last time. He just has an awareness of something's not right in his hammy. His scan was clean, as we reported. His strength tests when he came back in the locker room were normal. So it's just something where we have to protect him. We have to trust him. Very frustrating for James, but we can't risk it if we can afford not to. And so that depends on trust between us and James and making sure that he feels comfortable in the decision. And I thought tonight the right decision was to not take any risks with him. So, who knows? This may linger. It may be all behind us like we thought it was before the game, but it's just one of those things where the scan is clean, the strength tests are clean, but he feels something. So we're going to err on the side of caution.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Hey, Steve, just following up on it, just so I understand this, the strength test, he took more strength tests today, not new scans today, but just more strength tests in the locker room.
Yeah, when he went back, they tested his strength. I'm sure they pushed and prodded, and the report was that they couldn't declare there was anything, but he's feeling something, and we believe him. It's frustrating, but we don't have any indicator that this is a long-term thing or that he's done any damage to it. Like we said, the scan was clear. His strength is still there. So we just have to proceed day by day and monitor it, and hopefully it's a very short-term thing.
Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, Steve, what do you think of you guys' execution down the stretch? Outside of that one turnover by Kyrie, it seems like you guys got what you were looking for out of most of those possessions.
Yeah, I thought we did a really good job. We got our signals crossed a little bit on the one turnover. Other than that, great experience for our guys to see, again, similar to some of our other games recently, we haven't had guys that would typically be in there at the end of the game. And so they're getting experience and reps and different looks. And tonight they were running a second defender at Kyrie. And, for the most part, we handled all the situations quite well other than the turnover. And, just incredibly proud of the guys, the way they played in the second half.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, Coach, it just seems like every other day it's one person that goes down, somebody else goes down, somebody else might come back, and then somebody else goes down. How do you keep the team level? How do you keep guys, ready just in case somebody or something like this happens?
Yeah, it's a group effort. The players have to buy in to their roles. The stay ready group is important. Look at tonight. Cheese got in and contributed. Alizé was outstanding. TLC played extended minutes. Guys that have been in the stay ready group recently. So proud of the amount of guys who contributed. We have a positive attitude in our locker room. We have a winning mentality, and regardless of who's out there or not, we're going to go for it. We're going to find a way to come together and push and try to win. You can't win every night, but you can try to figure it out and solve problems every night. And our guys were terrific tonight again at finding the way.
Bruce Beck with NBC New York.
Steve, that winning mentality emerges late in ball games. I just wanted to know what it means to you to be able to win another close game and come from behind fashion.
Yeah, it's great for a number of reasons. Obviously, a win is important. Having a poor first half and finding a way to turn the game in our favor. It took guts. It took a lot of hustle. It took a lot of fight, and it also took a lot of guys who normally aren't in that position to step up and play well. So proud of the group. And it was an excellent win, all things considered. These are the wins that you kind of remember because so many guys contributed. It was a game where we were in totally different rotations for the first time once again, seemingly, and and we figured it out. We stuck with it, and we really won the game with our mentality and effort.
Brian Mahoney, Associated Press.
Hey, Steve, when James has to go out so early, is anything said to Kyrie either, okay, we need a little more, or don't feel like you have to do too much? The rest of the guys will find a way to pick it up?
Nothing said. He's a veteran. He knows how to apply the appropriate amount of aggressiveness and do the right things. He knows that he's going to have to put pressure on the defense, whether it's scoring or getting in the guts. And, he was obviously sensational. He's an amazing basketball player, and he found a way to keep our team in it for big stretches. And, our guys played really well when he was out and gave us a lift, and then he was able to come in and close. So, brilliant performance, and, really gutsy from everybody.
Last question, Tom Dowd with BrooklynNets.com.
Hey, Steve, you mentioned juggling the rotations. Were either Chiozza or Johnston part of the rotation plan before you lost Harden?
I think we had them penciled in as possible, depending on how the game went. Frankly, it was probably Alizé had more of a chance to play if James was still in the game. But when James went down, we needed Cheese to handle the ball and put pressure on the defense. And so, we spoke about that possibility before the game, regardless if James got hurt, just the way the game went, and without Tyler, if we need another ball handler. And so he filled in there. But Alizé, we were definitely looking for minutes for him tonight. With a shorter rotation, his versatility could help us, and he was great.